Okay, Terminus Range Safehouses. So we're going to start with our very first one here. It's called the Gray Havenage. So Terminus Range, there's a lot. It's just basically a big old snowy mountaintop, and I'm not a big fan of that personally, but there's a lot of grappling hooks, a lot of jumping in this area. So the data pad is actually right above me. You can kind of see it there on the compass on the map right there, or on the HUD, whatever you want to call it. So real quick with this one, I was actually kind of adjusting my game settings for the very first time. I kind of went the whole game without doing that. Anyway, you're going to look up there, you're going to grapple up there, you're going to jump onto this little arm thing, ramp off there, grab here, climb up here, and then there is the data pad. And then from here, you can kind of see there's like a little kicker ramp that goes right into like the main area of the safe house. And you saw that door open, so that's where we're going to go. So we're going to glide our way over. Boom. We're gonna go inside, jump down, and this is where like all the vending machines and everything is like in here. And we basically landed right on top of the thing that we need to capture. Go ahead, capture it, and then there is your very first safe house of the Terminus Range.
The augurs will not soon forget your efforts. We dedicate this place in your name.
Now for the next safe house that we're going to get, it's right over here. It is called the Heritage Opus. So this one has a lot of climbing, but this one is actually pretty easy to get, but there is a lot of order unless you killed them all like I did beforehand. I didn't kill them all though. I think I left 2 of them alive. I think I actually died before I actually recorded this one. Anyway, you're going to climb up this little cliffside here. The Heritage Safe House. I'm sorry, the Heritage Opus Safe House is right above us. The data pad's actually pretty easy to get to. Grapple up here. I think this is where I died at. There was like a vile badass or something. I don't really remember too much. Climb up here now. So the data pad is going to be on the right. It's like on top of like, I almost call it a catch-a-ride station initially, but it's like a bell kind of thing. But it does remind me of like what a catch-a-ride system would look like in the old games. Anyway, just kind of climb up on this roof. Look right over. Jump. Glide. There it is. There's the data pad now. Wait for Echo 4 to stop dancing, and the building to your right will kind of open. And the capture point is like literally right there. You might have to turn around if I remember right, but you basically walk through the door and boom, you go up like a set of stairs and there it is. Or just jump. I probably just jump. Yeah. Boom, there it is. Probably the most logical capture in the whole game, to be honest with you. I feel like a lot of these capture points are in a weird spot, but that one's like right where you think it would be. Anyway, there's our second safe house in the Terminus Range. So the next one is called the Nightcap. Now, in my opinion, the Nightcap is pretty cool, even though I have no memory of doing it on my main account. So the Nightcap is actually kind of inside of a tunnel, and it's kind of like this like back room, purple neon light kind of sleeping area. It is a little tricky to get to. The data pad is really pretty easy once you kind of know what you're doing. But Echo 4 will help you because he kind of brights everything green. Anyway, it's over there. Data pad's over there, right there. There it is. And you're basically going to climb up here. And then climb to this one. You probably don't need to climb to that one. Maybe you do. Climb on this wall. Turn around. Completely around. And then glide your way over here. Now, I don't remember any other time you have to do that in the game. So, that might be why you're like, oh, why can't I get up there? But, pretty simple to get to. You grab the data pad. That door is going to open right down there. And you're just going to walk on through. Nice and simple. Nothing to her. And the capture point is right here. So pretty much the only thing that's tricky is like knowing you have to jump back. But I don't know. I really like this one. I kind of want more puzzles like that. More jumping puzzles. Maybe not. Anyway, there's a Nightcap completed. And then our last one we're going to get here is called Snowy Wells. Now, Snowy Wells, I believe this one's another one that's a little tricky. I actually thought this is the one that we did before. The very first one we did. But I do remember doing this one. Because there's a lot of like, this one's very vertical. And that might be kind of the theme here with the Terminus Range. Everything's vertical. So you kind of have to start far away and grapple up here to these 2 platforms first. Hop back on your bike. There's another grappling point right here. And now this is technically the Snowy Wells. Like you are in it right now. There's a lot of rippers. You can kill them. You don't have to kill them. It looks like I killed a couple of them. Whatever. There's going to be another grappling point way up there. Now, this game's kind of weird with its grapple point, so I actually jumped up here first and then get up there. Maybe you can get there from the ground. I'm not sure. But as you see, that time I meleeed it. But we're trying to get up there. And that is where the data pad is. So we have to climb up the grapple up here, climb up this water tower grapple, but we have to get up to where it even registers the grapple at first. We have to climb up there, get the grapple there, get the next grapple here. Now we can kind of go down this little cliffside, and we got a gap to jump, and that will lead us directly to the data pad, which is just kind of sitting on a, I guess, a desk right here. Now, how did it even get here to begin with? I have no idea, because this is very far away from the area, but wait for Echo 4 to stop dancing. Now we're going to jump on over. And it's on, I believe it's on the other side of this building. I could be wrong. I believe that's correct, though. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. And that is your capture point for the Snowy Wells. Facing the wrong direction. And yeah, there it is. There's all safe houses inside the Terminus Range.
We augurs will put this place to good use, Vault Hunter.
Terminus Range Silos, we're going to go right over here with the Reliquary. This one is actually pretty close to the Fade Fields entrance. If you kind of just stay on the road and take a right when it splits and you go over a bridge, you're going to basically run right into it. So the Reliquary, you're actually going to go through a Ripper camp, even though it's called the Order Silo. Doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, it's Borderlands, who really cares? So we're going to go up the grappling point right here, wall right here. You're going to basically go up this cliff the whole way, and then it's just right in front of you. Pretty much all it is to it. A lot of climbing in this, really this whole area, I think, has a lot of climbing, except the actual vault itself, which is kind of tucked away, which is a little weird. Anyway, we get to the top here. Now it's just a simple straight on drive through. Now I believe it's the Order up here. I remember correctly. Can't really tell. I'm completely ignoring the enemies. Anyway, the silo is right in front of us. There it is. There's the capture point. Go ahead, capture it. And the silo, I think this one's pretty far away. Yeah, it's right there. That's where the silo actually comes out at. And there we go. Reliquary has been captured. And there's the silo coming out. Cool. All right, our next one right here is called the Covered Charge Silo. This one, I actually think I died, which is why I'm at a checkpoint. This was going on during the Halloween event, and I found a Rift champion, and I don't think I died to him. I think I got pushed out, and then I got mad, and then the badass crash killed me. I mean, you know, it all happens. Anyway, this one's also another one pretty annoying to get to. So you're gonna have to go over here, climb up this. So you don't go directly to it, you go to the right. You go underneath of it and then to the right of it, which is very strange to me. Now you're gonna have to kind of get a running start, or like me, hop in the vehicle, and then grapple up there. I feel like that just makes it a lot easier. Sometimes I feel like you don't have enough speed or height to get to these grapple points, and the game just expects you to do it. Or at least Echo 4 expects you to do it. But once you kind of get that jump down, that's really the only tricky part. So just get some extra height with your vehicle, and then that'll lead you right to that grapple point, which leads you right to the silo itself. Echo 4, take a bow. And then there is the silo. Now for our next silo, probably the hardest one to actually get. It's called the Death Right. It's located right there. I'm kind of spawned at a checkpoint. I think this is the one I actually died on. So if you come from the checkpoint, the silo is directly in front of you. Like, that is the silo right there. And I kind of think that waypoint actually points to that instead of the actual thing you got to go to, which is way up there, which I just zoomed in on. So to get to this silo, instead of going where it wants you to go, you'll want to go all the way around to the north end of it. So kind of follow this little path that's kind of below the silo to the north. You're kind of northwest, mostly north. Now it's pretty much directly north. And there's kind of like this frozen tunnel kind of whole thing in the wall here, but there's also a ledge to its left. You're going to jump up this ledge, and this is kind of where you have to follow. So this one has a path with a lot of climbing and a lot of jumps, and they're long jumps. So I kind of said this with the last one, but if you get in your car, you kind of get a boost, and I kind of almost think you need it for this one, or you already need the vaults, but kind kind of hop in your car, jump out of your car, and you're going to get a little bit of extra speed and height from that. And then we have some more things to climb, but we have another jump. That one probably doesn't need the car, but I mean, why would you not do it? It's free speed. And boom, climb this wall, and it's going to be right in front of us, and that will be our last silo that we are going to get here in the Terminus Range. Boom, there you go. Last silo. That's right, completed. So Terminus Range vault keys, we're going to start right over here in the low lays. Now, you can get here pretty quickly from the snowy wells, but you're going to be looking for this point called the pit. I'm not sure what's going on in the Terminus Range with all this pink, purple neon signage and lights, but there's going to be 2 crashed buildings and kind of like this plant over here. This one's weird because there's not really a direct path to get to it. So I initially thought it was right here. I was wrong. It's actually around this little plant right here. And there's going to be a rock formation. You can climb this. It doesn't look like you can, but you can. Climb it, get on top of this little building. Now grapple right up. And there it is. The vault fragment for the Terminus Range. Just sticking. This is the one that's kind of like a shrine. So yeah. Very first vault fragment found. So the next vault key here in the Terminus Range, we're going to start from the Nightcap fast travel point. This one's a little tricky. So you're actually going to be able to see it. I've already seen it on my map. It's technically in the wind spear area, but it's a strange one to get to. So it's like in a checkpoint, but in the door. But if you come straight from the Nightcap, take a left, you're basically going to run right into this checkpoint right here, the Vestal Garrison or whatever. And you're going to enter to the right. Now you're immediately going to think, oh, I got to grapple up. Do not grapple up. That is not what you want to do. You want to walk through the door. See, you don't want to go up there. You want to walk through this door right over here, go left, walk through this door, and then it's just on a desk. I don't know why. I mean, technically now it says the low lay, so I don't even think the game even knows where you're at right now. But you just pick it up. There it is. It's right there. Actually, an easy one to get to if you know where it is. So the Cuspid Climb Vault Key Fragment, I'm going to start at this revive station that's right to its south, kind of across the road there. So we're going to actually hop on this road and go left and actually come out of the detection area and come back in. So we're going to hop on this road, go west, and there's going to be a little mountain range there we can climb. And if you know where the Gordello is, you can probably skip this part. And if you know a fast way to get to the Gordello, or if you're already at the Gordello, you can skip this little wall climbing part. But basically, climb up this wall. We're going to take a right. There's another grappling hook to our left. And sometimes, once we get up there, there's a Rift Champion on occasion that will spawn up right here. There actually just was one a minute ago and I killed it. You can kind of see the loot in the background. Anyway, there's a bridge over here, a gap. If you get your vehicle and do a little jump gap thing that I like to do right there. We're basically working our way to the Gordello right now. So there it is. Vault Key Fragment is back. If you know where the Gordello is, you can kind of skip part of this. But the Vault Key Fragment is located on a cave right over that area right there that I just looked at. So from the Gordello, you're going to go northeast, and there's this little rock climbing formation that you can climb up. And there's actually a grappling hook at the top here. So we're going to grapple up. And now there's going to be a little kicker ramp that's located right here. Just kind of head towards it. Glide on over. And basically, you're just going to kind of keep heading this way. One more long glide. And once you get to this little landmark land formation right here, we're going to hang a left. Now, there will be an enemy called Logan here. I don't know if this is a reference to something, but we're going to go ahead. You can kill Logan. I'm going to kill Logan because, I mean, it's kind of like the wreck Easter egg. You don't really see these type of enemies. I did miss my special move there, whatever it's called, the orb. I don't really know Harlow that well. That's kind of the whole reason why I made this character be the one to do this. Anyway, we kill Logan, and then we're going to climb up this formation. You don't have to kill him, but it might be easier to do it in this one. Climb up this formation. At the very top here, there's going to be, boom, dead body, and the last Vault Key Fragment for our character. So the actual vault door, I found the easiest to fast travel to the Heritage Opus, and then kind of just jump down onto the road and head north on it. I feel like that's the easiest way. It's not really a hard vault to find once you know where it is. It's just kind of in a cave, which is very unlike anything else in this whole region, really. So we're going to hop in our car, jump down into the road, and then we basically just follow this road, take a right over the bridge, and keep following the road, and it'll just kind of pop up on our left. Right here, take a right. There's the bridge I was talking about. As you see, vault door detected now. There is a revive station at the bottom of this little, like, I guess ravine kind of area, this canyon. And there it is. The vault door is inside this cave to the left. We're going to hop on over onto this ledge. You can literally drive right up to it. Go inside the cave. And this is where the vault door is. Now, this vault door, in my opinion, is the coolest one. I kind of like the idea of something that's supposed to be mysterious and unknown to be mysterious and unknown and hidden where nobody can find it versus the other ones, which were just kind of like on a cliff or right next to the road. This one's kind of has some like environment to it, you know? I really enjoy that. Look at it. Beautiful, isn't it?
Whatever waits on the other side, I promise to use it.
So, the Vault of Arrigo. Basically the same thing as any other vault. You're going to accept the mission. You're going to jump on to the pad here. And you're going to go from platform to platform, island to island, I guess it would be. Killing all the enemies until you get to the eventual boss. There's not really much variety inside these vaults, but I would still say this is the closest to like a takedown that we have. Anyway, this is the vault fight right here. This is the boss. Now he's actually on a platform and then he's like all shield. So I didn't really have much of a problem against this guy. Now his gimmick is that he switches from ice to fire, back to ice. But if you have a shock weapon, you'll just destroy this guy so quickly. Anyway, this is the end of the vault. You take him down. He kind of just swaps back from fire and ice. You just got to make sure you watch out for that. We take him down. You get his loot, which I think he actually drops a legendary here for me. He does. That's pretty cool. Once you're done looting, you hop through the rift. You're going to walk up to the orb so you can get a reward. I believe this one is 50% regen cost. What is it? Regen or cost? Cost reduction. Okay. Get your 50% cost reduction on your glide pack. You get the 2 red chests. So the encore machine is right here. You hit it. Now, weird thing that I noticed, I don't know why he does this, but every time you hit the encore machine and jump back into the fight, he always does this, like, I compare it to Bloodwing's claw attack. He just kind of dives at you every time. I don't know why. This is showing off the fire change here. So he'll just kind of like roar fire. If he breathes fire, he'll like bring fire out of the ground and then go swap to ice. Does the exact same thing with ice. I don't know. I kind of like this guy. It's a nice open area. There's no like weird rock gimmick. There's just fire and ice. I feel like everyone knows fire and ice pretty well. And also I got another legendary on my encore drop, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, this is what he drops. He got the class mods like all the other ones do. He also drops a Watts for Dinner, which is a very, very good shield. And then this SMG that I got and the bolted lightning heavy ordnance that I grabbed. And yeah, that is the Vault of Arrigo and the Terminus Range Vault.